Hi, welcome back to Real Auto Reports. I'm Jonathan McGrew, and today we have the 2013 Ford Escape. This is going to be the titanium edition, and we're going to give you the real video with the real in-depth review of this 2013 Ford offering. So let's check out this midsize crossover and see what it has to offer. So here we are in the 2013 Ford Escape. As I mentioned before, this is the midsize crossover SUV offering from Ford, and it is the redesign of the Escape for 2013. So let's check this car out and see what it has to offer you, the consumer, and show you all the neat features in this detailed report. One of the things that's really cool about this redesigned Escape is that it really has had an uplift in design. The car has a lot nicer exterior and interior look and feel, and the materials are a better quality. You'll notice first off when you come up to the Escape that it has a better fit and finish and a lot more technology options, including the Ford Sync system with the full navigation like this car has that we're testing. Now, full disclosure, this car is the titanium. This is going to be your top-of-the-line Ford Escape, and that means that you're going to be seeing the top of the range here in this review. But what we can tell you is that a base Ford Escape with a good option group is going to come in just above $22,000, right in that range for the bottom of the line. This Escape, as we're testing it with the titanium package, is about $35,000, $35,130 if you want to be exact. And all in all, that's not bad considering the leather trim seating, heated seats, navigation, and all the other bits and pieces we're going to talk about here in a little bit. So some of the other things that are really interesting about this 2013 Ford Escape are really the safety features that come with it. You know, with the technology advances today, you get a lot of extras with these cars that we never thought were possible, including blind spot monitoring, which is available on a lot of the cars, and that's that little light that lights up out on the mirror. You're also going to get cross-path detection when you're reversing out of parking spaces. And of course, like a lot of the Ford SUVs, this has the full rear view camera and full color here in the dashboard. But it also is going to chime and warn you if someone's coming down the aisle, just in case you don't see it. And that's actually really helpful when you're parked next to big trucks or something that's obstructing your field of vision and you can't see to reverse. It can also be really annoying if you have a really tight driveway and you're backing in and out every day because it's going to constantly chime along with the park assist. So that's a nice segue. This does have front and rear park assist as well so that you can get a sense of how close you're getting to things, because like most of the new cars, it's a sloped hood. And so if you're shorter, it's going to be harder to tell where the front is, and the park assist is a helpful reminder that you are getting close to something in a parking lot. Now, you can turn the park assist off with this handy button down here in the center stack, along with the other handy button that's down in the center stack, which is the auto parallel park, and we hope to demonstrate that for you later. So what about the driving experience of the 2013 Ford Escape? It's really nice. We're in the all-wheel drive with the 2-liter EcoBoost. Now, driving these Escapes, you're going to have a different feeling with each different option group, especially considering that you can get a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder that's naturally aspirated. You can only get that in the 2-wheel drive version, or you can go up to the 1.6-liter EcoBoost. That's going to have 178 horsepower. That's actually 10 horsepower more than the 2.5-liter we just mentioned. And then, so that's the 1.6, 178 horsepower. And then you can go up to what we have in this car, which is the 2-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder with 240 horsepower. And of course, we have the 4-wheel drive system in this that Ford calls the intelligent 4-wheel drive system. So this car is going to be very capable, very quick, but the remarkable thing is that the miles per gallon on this car is also pretty good. You're going to get combined mileage of 24 miles per gallon. And what that really breaks down to is 21 miles per gallon in the city and 28 miles per gallon out on the highway, at least from the EPA estimates. I can tell you that around Denver and in the cold weather and mixed driving, we're getting about 21, 22 miles to the gallon, which is pretty close to that 24 mile per gallon overall rating, especially since we're using one of the other neat features in this car, which is the auto start feature. And that is really nice, especially with the heated seats, to warm this car up in the cold mornings and make sure that it's comfortable when you get in. So all in all, you have a lot of power options and a lot of range in this car, and it does make the driving experience different in each version. However, driving this car is really nice. With the 2-liter, you have from a stop, you don't have too much lag, and you also have as you get rolling, so we're going about 35 here, the speed limit's 45, we're going to just punch it there, and you can see this car really gets up and goes. And so that's about, well, never mind. But that's fast. So we're moving right along, and you have a lot of really good power with this 240 horsepower EcoBoost motor. And with the turbo setup, Ford has done a nice job, and the direct injection, to make sure that you aren't wanting power the way you used to in some of the older turbo setups in the last 10 years. So the EcoBoost is a really nice motor, and Ford's had a lot of success with it. The other nice thing is that the stalks for the turn signals and the wipers are really easy to reach, so you can feel like you really don't have to take your hands off the wheel to flip the turn signal on and off. And also, the steering is really nice. So this is a car that I feel like I can keep both hands on the wheel, and I'm not like wandering all over the place because the steering's too light. It's got a nice center feel. It's on the lighter side, but it also has a good road holding feel where the steering feels like you're connected to something and feels like the inputs are predictable. And that's really what you want. It's personal preference how heavy the steering is and what people like. But I find that it is precise and it doesn't give you this kind of disconnected feeling. And that's important when you're piloting around a four-wheel drive SUV that you might be in inclement weather or out on the curvy roads having fun with this EcoBoost. So you want to know that what you're driving is really top-notch, and I think Ford's done a nice job with that in this redesign of the Escape. Much better than the 2012 models where they were in the old body style. We had one of those recently, and it just wasn't as pleasant to drive as this press car we have today. So here we are, we're going to demonstrate the parallel parking feature for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cruise up here. There's a parking space that I'm looking for. I'm going to turn the park assist on. It says, ooh, there is a space on the right-hand side. Pull forward to park. Okay, stop vehicle. We're going to shift into reverse. Now, it's going to do everything from here. So I'm going to take my hands off the wheel and slowly back up with my foot on the brake still, because you still have to modulate the braking here. But see, it is pulling us right in. You can see on the camera right into this space. And it's using its cameras and its park assist. You can hear the park assist going off because of the car in front of us. So here we come all the way back to the curb here. And there we go. Here we are in the space. And see, I wanted to touch the wheel. It was ready to straighten us up and pull us right into the space. Active park assist finish, and that's as easy as it can be to parallel park your car, so you never have to be afraid to do it. Now, it's still a good idea for you to learn how to do it, because really, what's the fun of driving in town without knowing how to parallel park? But this Ford's going to really help you out if you're nervous about the size of the space and you're not sure if your car will fit in it. So here's the real takeaways from this car. It's a really nice driving car. It's got good power. We've talked about the fuel economy. It's got a nice look and feel. It comes in a multitude of colors. We happen to like the ruby red that we're testing here in our real video. However, we had for the real first impressions the black version of this, and it also looks really sharp in that package. The things you're going to really find nice in the titanium with the top of the line is the memory seats. You've also got the active park assist and the parking technology option. So you've got the rear camera and the front and rear park assist, cross path detection, and blind spot monitoring. You've got a nice gauge here in the middle that is your trip computer and also will help you with some of the vehicle functions. And that's controlled by this dial right here on the steering wheel, along with your radio controls here on the right and all of your voice controls down here on the lower part of the steering wheel. Everything's in a pretty logical fashion in this car. And we have to also mention the heated seats again. This car has 5 degrees of the heated seat, so it's a 5 variable system, which means you can go from 0 to 5 on the dial and get varying degrees of heat in your seat. And that's actually really nice because some cars are all or nothing, and boy, sometimes you turn that heated seat on and it is just a little much. So this will give you a lot of options in your comfort and convenience, along with the dual climate control and the redundancy of having the climate control here where it's easy to see, but also up here in the sync system. And of course, you've got the full voice-activated sync system in this car, along with the satellite radio, navigation, and really, you just can't go wrong with the amount of technology that's in this car. And if you don't want it, you can buy it without it and have something that's just a little simpler, but still has the good looks, the good performance, and should serve you really well. Ford has done a really nice job at redesigning these cars, and we really give them kudos. It's a real step up from the previous generation. So that's the 2013 Ford Escape Real Video Review. We hope that you've enjoyed this report and that you'll come back for more reports here at Real Auto Reports in the future. This car, just to recap, is about $35,130 as tested, and we really have enjoyed the redesigned Escape that Ford has come out with for 2013. It has neat features like the lift gate that you use with your foot, and it also has some other safety features that we really like the cross path detection when you're backing out of parking spaces, the park assist, and that automatic parallel parking feature that you really just have to marvel at because it is so well thought out, so well done, and works really well in the city. So, if you're looking for a mid-size crossover type SUV with an available intelligent all-wheel drive system, horsepower that goes all the way up to 240 horsepower in the 2-liter EcoBoost, and will still get 28 miles to gallon on the freeway with the biggest engine available, the Ford Escape might be the one for you. So check it out and join us again for future real videos and future real first impressions videos right here on Real Auto Reports. I'm Jonathan McGrew, and we'll see you down the road.